The court also today dismissed the joint filed by the All People's Party seeking to be joined as party in the election sequence suit. Justice Ahmed Mohammed held that the Accord Party, which filed the suit, can comfortably defend the case without any party joining it. The suit to March 26 for the hearing of the substantive case. So, Mr. Ehilebo, from what you have seen so far on this case and the manner in which it is going, do you see a major constitutional crisis?
Well, I don't think we're going to get there. First of all, Sheon, I don't want to speak sub judice. Being a lawyer, I must be aware of the consequences once a matter is in court. But however, we can speak to the general subject of the matter, which is the election sequence. And like my brother here rightly pointed out, it is within the ambit and constitutional powers of the National Assembly to make laws. And he also went as far as giving you the powers of INEC as guaranteed within the Constitution. Now, what he didn't say was if the constitutional powers given to INEC gives them the powers to automatically delineate the sequence of elections. And I think he was also aware that the same National Assembly amended the Constitution in 2010 to give it power to be able to make the amendments it has made in the Electoral Act it has done as it has done now. Now, electoral acts are usually amended well, for exigency when we're about to have elections, because it seeks to correct the ills that or mistakes that the country as a whole, acting through the National Assembly, has noticed in its electoral laws. Now, I don't want us to throw away the baby with the bathwater, because there are other amendments that are consequential in this Electoral Act amendment that are beneficial to the people. So if there is a contest between the executive and the National Assembly, as it were, as to the sequence of election, one has to ask the question: how important is this sequence to both parties? Why is there so much furrow about it? For me, I don't even think it sits well with the presidency to reject such a bit, because it comes across as if they lack the populist idealism they rode into power on. Because if someone is popular, he wouldn't be afraid of the sequence of election.
But
I don't think that makes any sense.
Do you see a possibility?
Even in court.
Do you see a possibility of a disturbance of the current trend in the preparation of INEC for this election with the ongoing suit?
Well, I doubt if this will affect the preparation of INEC. INEC is already prepared for the elections. It's just a matter of swapping the election materials. They already have the manpower to conduct this election. It's not as if there's an extra election that has been added to the sequence. What has happened is the reordering of the election. Well, like I said, I don't think it affects INEC. I don't think in actual sense, if we're not being political about it, it affects anybody's chances. But again, the perception that is being given now, or that we as possibly ordinary Nigerians are getting, is that there's more to it than meets the eye in the sequence of the election.
Okay,
so
let me allow
the sequence of the election as INEC has put it. Who does it favor?
All right. Let me allow Honorable Agboima just in 30 seconds so that we can close the program now. Where do you think we can go from here? It looks like a stalemate, isn't it, Honorable Agboima? In 30 seconds.
Mr. Shehu, let me get this right. You know, what my brother here is saying is out of point, you know. Mr. President, for God's sake, have the right to assent or not to assent. He does have the constitutional right to do it, just like the National Assembly also empower to make laws for the good governance of this country. So it is National Assembly, if the Mr. President have decided to not to assent to it, to come back to National Assembly, where you not have a two-third majority to pass it. So that's when lobbying comes in. So if Mr. President, and don't think that majority of National Assembly members are okay with this, even though we have to go back because we have not followed the due process, and we must go back to do the needful by following the rule of law.
All right.
And talking about Mr. President, this is not the bone of contention here. It's not a trial on this very particular matter. He does have the right to say, no, I'm not going to assent to it, or I'm going to assent to it.
Okay.
So what we should do is to follow the rule of law, do what is needed
at the National Assembly,
either to pass it or not to. But I can assure you, majority of National Assembly.
I'm afraid we're out of time.
Stand with Mr. President on this very note.
I must thank you indeed, Honorable Johnson Agboima, member of the House of Representatives from Edo State in the APC, and Mr. Ehilebo, a lawyer and a member of the PDP. Thank you so much indeed, gentlemen, for your time on the program. That's our show for tonight. Many thanks for being part of it, everyone. I'm Sean Kimale. Bye-bye.